Hello, beautiful people. My name is Ellie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are back to building on my magical overgrown island, and we are going to build a witch market, a magic shop, or whatever you want to call it. If you're new here, my island is inspired by Kiki's Delivery Service, the Studio Ghibli movie, and a lot of my builds have been inspired by scenes or buildings or houses from the movie. However, this one is an imagined market or store, so it's not strictly in the movie, but I'm imagining if the main character, Kiki, who is a witch, is ever in need of her magical supplies, this is where she would get them. If you enjoy this video or if you find some inspiration, don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I would super appreciate it, and it will really help my channel grow. So the first part really is just me building this huge block of cliff. So if you want to skip it, I will put the timestamp in the description so you can do that. But if you want to watch it in the meantime, I will leave you to it and you can vibe with the beautiful music by Demon Gummies. So after I got most of the cliff done, I rounded the edges and then placed this incline over here. And then I do a bit more terraforming after, just to expand it a little bit and make the shape a little better. But this second level is by no means done, because from here up to the very back of the island, I intend it to be all on the second level, and this will be connected to more cliffs that I've started at the back of the island. And with the terraforming done, we can finally start with the decorating. So here in front, I thought I could do like a gate of some sort. And for that, I used the castle items and the damage variation, which is by far my favorite of the variations for this island. And the idea really is that the entrance is very much overgrown and not exactly scary, but maybe foreboding, in that it's very old and it may give the impression that they sell dark or dangerous magical artifacts inside. But in reality, as you will see later, it's just a really fun and magical market. So the inside of the market will definitely be more colorful than the entrance. Also, recently I've been trying to do more symmetrical builds for my island. I never used to do that. Honestly, they scare me. I always think that they're not gonna look good, but for this area, I tried a bit of symmetry, at least with the plant partitions and the broken ruined pillars. So I'm gonna let you guys watch what I do with the rest of the market entrance, and then I will talk to you later when we get to the market proper. Alright, so going into the market proper, as you can see, I am laying down a dirt path, and initially I thought I could make the dark pathing work. I haven't used a dark path in my island, and I thought it could be a nice change, but when it came down to it, I had only done the outline, but I already knew that it wasn't gonna look nice with what I had in mind for the market, and so we end up using our good old light dirt path. And I will leave you again to vibe with demon gummies as I lay down a path, and I will talk to you again when I do the decorations. Alright, so finally we can go ahead and decorate, and I wanted to do a centerpiece over here, and I also had a color scheme in mind, and that is pink and yellow. For some reason I really like that combination, and since I wanted the market to be somewhat whimsical, I think those two colors worked well. So I tried out that pink gazebo over there and it looked really beautiful. I really liked it, except it was too large for the area. It turned out too large, and I feel like the market was a bit smaller than I thought it was gonna be. So I ended up taking it down a little bit later, but I really want to use the gazebo in that color again, maybe somewhere in my island. I don't know where yet, but I think it's so pretty. And then here at the back, I'm also again going for some symmetry with the storefront items. So you will see me later on do two on each side, and I don't make it 100% symmetrical. I vary the decorations on each side, but for the outline, we go with these two brown storefront items. In hindsight, I probably should have used a different variation of the storefront, maybe the white one. Is there a yellow one? I think there's a yellow one, right? I could maybe try that at some point. I don't hate the brown, but perhaps because I'm going for the more colorful and whimsical aesthetic for the market, maybe I could try out the brighter colors. But as I said, I do end up replacing the gazebo item. I use the maple item again. I use that in my other market next to Nook's Granny, and it's just a beautiful item, and compared to the gazebo it didn't take that much space, so I can still kind of walk around the area better than I would have if I had retained the gazebo. And then here I just placed down some stalls and put some of the items that I think could be for sale in this witch market. I probably realized it belatedly, but I just realized that the gyroids fit so well for my island theme because it's magical, and for some reason the gyroids really give off that magical and whimsical vibe. So I am gonna use them all over my island. Later on, I will show you a build where I use so many gyroids and I love it. But here I just went ahead and placed a lot of random items. The decorative bottles I think are perfect. They could be, potion bottles perhaps for the potions that are for sale in this market. And then just don't mind me marking off the spot over here because that's where I intend to connect the cliff and the next area. I know it's like very much given that it's gonna connect to something, but I don't trust myself not to forget that, You ever get those moments where you're 100% sure that you will not forget about something, so you don't write it down, you don't mark it, and then what do you know? You forget all about it. This build is actually pretty quick. As I mentioned, the market turned out to be a lot smaller than I thought it would be, and a lot of the time that I spent on this build was just me running around, figuring out what else I can place because honestly, I still struggle with non-clutter. Like the area around the maple, I always think I should put more things around here. But I had to stop myself because I do think that it looks so good already, and I can always add to it whenever I think of new things. But for now, I think it's good like this, very nice and open. And we're almost done, so we have the close-ups of the area. We are actually making a lot of progress decorating on stream. So I will show you 3 new areas that we built on stream. They're still works in progress. I might change them, but I'm really proud of them. So this one is just a random floating island of some sort. It's very overgrown, very magical. I really like the glowing moss pond over there. And if I hadn't mentioned already, the back portion of my island will be the more natural, overgrown area, while the front portion will be the town. And then this area is the one that I mentioned earlier. It is a gyroid garden, definitely still a work in progress, but I think it's very cute. And then to the left is the latest build. We created some magical ruins on stream, and honestly, I'm very much in love with this area. And that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed and found some inspiration for yourself. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell as well. But have a beautiful day, and I will see you again next time. Bye!